Hi, and welcome back to Hill and Ponton Social Security Disability Blog. I'm Natalia, Jofre, the Social Security Section Director.
And I'm Shelly Mark, Senior Social Security Attorney.
So, as we referenced in our last blog, we're going to be talking about different listings and as they relate to different conditions and what you need in order to meet them. So, What's our first one, Shelly, today?
Well, as Natalia said in our earlier blog, we did a pretty lengthy series on mental health listings. So we thought we would kind of shift gears a little bit now and start talking about some of our physical listings.
Okay.
And basically, just like the mental health listings are under Section 12, each physical section has a different number as well. I'm not going to get into all the specifics with you, but just know that they're categorized as a section for a multitude of conditions. The first section is like special senses, which really just we're talking about like hearing, vision, speech, and those types of medical conditions that would go along with those. I would say, Natalia, I'm not sure if you would agree with this, but the one that we probably look at the most out of this section would probably be the loss of vision.
Okay. Yeah, because a lot of people tend to have loss of vision in addition to other problems.
Sure.
But with the listing, well, people first of all like to talk about blindness, right? So they'll say, I'm blind or I'm legally blind. Everybody loves to use that term, right? Or I'm blind in one eye. And so Social Security actually refers to it as loss of vision. And there's a pretty strict criteria that you need to meet in terms of meeting that particular listing.
That's true. It's basically that your remaining vision in after correction has to be 2,200 or less. So what that means is, like in the example that we were talking about where someone says, I'm blind in one eye, if they are and they have no vision in one eye, but the remaining vision in their other eye is above this, if they have a normal visual activity in that eye, then they're not going to meet this listing.
Right. And I think that that's the key, because a lot of people love to say, well, if I took my glasses off, then I would be completely blind. And it's like, well, that's the truth for a lot of us.
Or contacts.
Contacts, so what we're talking about is with your glasses on, with your contacts on, what's the best vision that you have? And so if despite that, you're still at 2,200. So of course, 20/20 is perfect vision. So we're now talking about 20/200. So that far on the other end.
So it's really, it's a pretty hard listing to meet unless someone's really is almost blind. In both eyes.
And Shelly, when it comes to that listing, it needs to be both eyes, right? Because, we've had this question a lot where if the person is only blind in one eye, they're not going to be awarded disability.
It's true, and it's because the remaining vision in that other eye is probably not going to meet this listing as far as the requirement. Now, in evaluating the case for someone that's blind in one eye, it would be taken into consideration, and they would be not expected to do certain jobs, where they would need acuity with both of their eyes as far as that goes, but they wouldn't meet the listing. And we've had a lot of clients that have a lot of issues with peripheral vision or loss of vision or loss of function of their eyesight. But this listing is so specific that it really doesn't encompass any of those things. It really just talks about vision loss.
Okay. Well, we'll talk a little bit more about other vision loss conditions, as well as some of the financial parameters or allowances made for people with loss of vision. And we'll continue this series.
Great.
All right, great. So if you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to visit our blog, visit our website, or call our office.
Thank you.